Evening, sounding the alarm, foster parents warn about urgent problems inside Tennessee's Department of Children's Services.
The NewsChannel 5 investigative reporter Ben Hall has been reporting on concerns at DCS now for months. Well, now foster parents bravely share what they've seen as they continue to try to help children in need.
We want the kids, when they come, to have a lot of outdoor activities.
Jennifer Snook and her husband started taking foster kids on their large farm about 2 years ago.
There's just a lot of fun things to do outside, to use their imagination, run around and get a lot of exercise.
They've got pigs.
That's a good boy.
Goats.
We have a pool, trampolines.
But while they have gone above and beyond, she believes the Department of Children's Services is now failing foster kids.
I don't think enough people are aware of the things that are happening to kids in foster care.
She says foster parents like her often can't get in touch with DCS caseworkers who are critical in overseeing kids' care.
You ask questions and, oh, well, that's not the caseworker anymore. Okay, well, who's the new caseworker and when are they going to reach out to us? And you reach out and you hear nothing.
Snook blames the high number of caseworkers who have quit and said one of her foster kids had 5 different caseworkers in just 18 months.
It means that the caseworker has to learn their case all over again, that you have to explain everything that's happened with that child all over again.
The caseworkers who stay get more and more cases piled on them.
I have had a caseworker sit at my kitchen table and cry, and that was really hard to see.
DCS has more than 2,700 budgeted caseworker positions. At the end of January, 586 of those positions were unfilled. In a statement, DCS acknowledged it is experiencing unprecedented turnover in case managers, like most other state child welfare agencies and all industries across the country. It said it has acted with urgency to address turnover, but it's a challenge to find qualified caseworkers. DCS admitted 57 case managers had more than 50 cases at the end of January, despite a law that says they should not average more than 20. We recently found case managers with more than 80 cases.
The kids are stressful enough. Then you have this on top of it. It's like I can't even get somebody on the phone sometimes.
Foster parent Kelly Stidham says basic things fall through the cracks. She was not given authority to pick up a recent foster kid from school.
Well, that's a massive oversight. You need to be able to pick up the kids that you're supposed to be in care of.
She says another came into her home without their prescribed mental health medication.
This individual didn't have a case manager, so I didn't know who to go to. Who do I go to if there's no case manager to call?
The confusion is bad for foster parents, who DCS desperately needs. Over the last 3 years, the number of people willing to foster has fallen. There were more than 5,000 foster homes in 2020. It fell in 2021, and in January of this year, it was down to 4,853. DCS said in spite of the challenges, more than 1,600 children and youth found their forever homes last year, more than ever before.
I get calls multiple times in a week.
Stidham says DCS often begs her to take kids. She's been told a child will have to sleep on the floor of a DCS office if she doesn't take them.
They say, I'm really trying to make it to where this young person or this person does not stay in the office overnight.
NewsChannel 5 obtained video last summer of kids sleeping on the floor of a DCS office building because they had no other place to go. Stidham says when she recently agreed to take a female teenager, DCS did not warn her that the teen had a history of running.
She ran away, and I found her getting into a van in the middle of the night with strangers.
Stidham and Jennifer Snook don't blame the overworked case managers.
DCS needs help. The agency needs support.
But they are sounding the alarm about a foster care system they fear is falling apart around them.
And if lawmakers would pay attention to what's happening in our own backyard, maybe we could make a difference for the children.
DCS says it has hired a full-time recruiter for case managers. It says case managers have received 2 pay raises totaling nearly 8% in the past 7 months. These foster parents warn more needs to be done. Ben Hall, NewsChannel 5 investigates.